There's a lot of talk nowadays about AI, and it's a big thing. Probably shouldn't mess with it. I mean, Ultron should probably prove to us that AI is a bad idea. And Terminator. And the movie AI. The last thing we want is a bunch of Haley Joel Osments ruling the world. Hello and welcome to another episode of Blastercaded Painting. Today we are going to be painting Ultron and his drones from Marvel Crisis Protocol from the new Earth's Mightiest core set. Core set. That sounds like corset. We're not painting a corset. So yeah, Earth's Mightiest core set, the new Ultron miniature, which is super cool, so let's do it. So today we're going to do a simple, quick, easy paint job on Ultron and the Ultron drones that anyone really should be able to do with a couple paints and some dry brushing and make it really accessible to people that just got this core set. So first thing I did, just so you know, is I gave him a spray of silver from Rust-Oleum. This just sped things up, takes out a step of having to paint silver on them. So let's just jump right into the painting. We're going to do a 1-1 mix of Runic Gray and Speed Paint Medium, and this is going to go all over the entire miniature. So anywhere where there's metal. Which is all of it. They're all metal. They're machines. And any place where it's pooled too deeply, we want to just wick away, dry off a brush, pull some of it off, move it around, just get it into the recesses. Next, we're going to take some silver. Now, I didn't film it on either Ultron or the drones, but I did film it on the drone on Black Widow, which will be next week's video. But anyway, we're going to dry brush silver over all the metal we just did. Here we go. And we just want to bring up some of that shine that we had originally, and that wash kind of toned it down, so we're just bringing that back up. Next, we're going to take some Magmadroth Flame, and this is going into all the spots that we want that orangey red showing through. So check your reference material, look at some pictures online, look at the art off the box, and we're just going to put it into all those spots. And the good thing about using this contrast color is, you know, it's really going to sink into the areas we want it to, so we just got to practice a little brush control to not go over onto the silver. And if you're quick enough any spots you do get on the silver, just take your finger and just rub it off there real quick. Ultron is always about all will be metal. He wants to make everything metal. It seems like it's an obsession, but also a bit of a fetish. He's got a metal fetish. Next, we're going to take some Tiamat orange, and we're going to add a little white. We're going to really whiten this down, and we're going to put this into those areas that we just put that Magmadroth Flame. So we're just going to do some little orange highlights in those spots. And we do want to be careful that we don't go over all the Magmadroth Flame that we just did. Next, we're going to take some deep red, and we're going to add a little bit of water to this, like I do with all my acrylic paints, and we're going to put this all over his cape. Just so you know, I did do 2 coats of this, because once it dried, it was a little patchy, so I just did it a second coat. I'm pretty sure in the comics, Hank Pym creates Ultron. Maybe Iron Man helps, but I think Hank Pym creates him. Yeah. And in the movies, Iron Man and Bruce Banner kind of made him. I gotta say, Iron Man takes all the flack for that, and Bruce Banner gets nothing. He doesn't get any sort of blame whatsoever. He definitely helped. Now we're going to take some yellow here, and this is going to go all over the, I don't know, jet explosion, liftoff explosion. I don't know what you call this. It's going all over it. Then we're going to take some orange fire here, and we are just going to dry brush all over that yellow that we just did. So just make sure that yellow is dried, and then just go through and dry brush over. I did 2 rounds of dry brushing on this. Now we're going to take our Amaranth Red, and we're going to do a dry brush all over his cape that he has. Now, when I am dry brushing, I'm using a makeup brush. Go and get some. They're like the best dry brushes around. And this is just going to be a really subtle dry brush on all the high points. Then I'm going to take some of that orange that I had out, that orange fire. I'm going to put that in. I'm not even going to clean off my brush, and I'm going to dry brush over with the orange. So we're just going to leave that amaranth red in the brush, add a little orange fire, and do another dry brush over that cape. Then we're going to take some dwarven gold here, and we're just going to do the little trim or design that he has on his edges of his cape here. And we'll just go in very carefully and add in that dwarven gold. I will put a link in the description below to my How to Paint Marvel Crisis Protocol bases video if you want to check that out. And with that, this guy is done. And here they are all finished up. Really easy paint job, really simple way to do these guys. You know, it's tabletop ready, but it looks good. Not a hard miniature to paint, especially with that silver spray at the beginning. And I mean, he turned out really cool. It's something that anyone can do. Now, obviously, we could do a ton more. We could do non-metallic metals. We could do OSL. We could do all sorts of things with this miniature. But I really wanted it to be simple for you guys to take these steps and get a well-painted miniature out of it. I have read some of the Avengers comics with Ultron in it. I think I read the Age of Ultron spread there. But do you guys have a favorite comic involving Ultron? If you do, leave it in the comments below so I can check it out. I have that Marvel Unlimited thing. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the YouTube stuff. You guys have a great day. Next, we're going to move on to some Magma Droth Flame. Blah. So we're going to take some Runic Gray and we're going to... Oh, I'm back to just not knowing what I'm doing after Monster Month. Painting up robotic Robert California here. Bob Kazamakis.